a Google Sites from scratch. So I'm just starting in my browser right here. I just use Safari. I'm going to go up to the search bar and I'm just going to type in Google Sites. And Google will bring me to it. I'm just going to click this right here and it brings me to Google Sites where all of the sites I've created before with new templates. You have like these portfolio clubs, whatever, but we want to make a blank one. So we're just going to hit this blank with the plus sign here. And Google Sites will open us a brand new empty site that we can put whatever we want into. So here it is. It'll look a little bit boring at first, but that is up to us to change. So first thing you want to do is give your page a title. We're just going to call this Kaylin's new website. And there we have a title. I also at this time like to enter in the site name. It doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I just like to make it something similar so that just for like consistency reasons, it goes into the URL. That's what's going to go into when we make the link later. So it looks like it's supposed to be there basically. So we've made a new site. We've given it a name. Easy peasy to start with. So let's play around with the themes now. On this right hand side, you'll see a lot of tools that you can use to change things, and we'll get to those, I promise. We'll learn how to use them, but we're going to click on themes over here. And the first one that comes up that we already have defaulted to is called Simple. This is fun. You can change the colors around, but maybe I just don't like the way that one looks, so I'm going to scroll through some of the ones that they have available. I like this Diplomat one. I think the font's really fun. Again, you can change the background. You can customize the background with this little button and just pick a color. I like green, so let's just do a green, fun little green color. So we've changed up the theme now. It gives us a new font and a new layout a little bit, but overall the same. So let's just go back to insert. So we've made a site, given it a name, changed the theme. Now maybe we want to add a picture. So let's just say we want a picture on this front page that we've made. So let's just go where we are at insert and we're going to hit images here. I'm going to hit select, and this will allow me to select one from my pictures that I have on my computer, or I can Google image search, which is one of my favorite things to do. You can add literally any picture you want. So I'm going to add a picture from that, and I'll just put one of a cute puppy. And it'll bring up all these pictures just from Google, and I think I like this one of all these puppies. So I'm just going to click it, and then I'm going to hit insert, and it will just throw it onto the page right there. And say if you didn't want it on the left or you didn't want it that big or that small, you can move it off to the side just by clicking and dragging. And then if you click on it, it comes up with these little blue dots. You can drag it and make it bigger or smaller. This is a lot like editing a picture in Google Docs or Google Drive if you've done that. So that's a lot of fun. We have made our puppy picture. Maybe we want to give it a caption now. So we can go right to where we inserted the picture to the left where it says text box. Click that and it'll throw a text box onto the page. Before I type anything, I'm going to make it so that it does that, and I'm going to move it up next to our puppy picture, almost like we're going to caption it. And then I'm just going to say something like, look at the cute puppies. And it just puts it right there. This is fun. You can change the font a little bit. It doesn't go with the theme if you do this all the time, but that's fine. You can make it however you want. You can change the size of the word. You can bold it and make it a different color. And you've added a misspelled word. And you've added a caption to your picture now, or just a text wherever you want it to. So say we want to add another page. That is also very easy. So we go back over to this right-hand side and we grab this thing right here in the middle that says pages, and it gives us our home page right here. But say we want to add a new one. So we go down to this plus button right here and we just hit new page. We have to give it a name. So let's just name it page 2. And it throws us onto page 2. So we can make this look as similar or as different from page 1 as we want. I like to add things that make sense, so I'm just going to keep it similar just to make it as consistent as possible, again, just like with naming the site and whatnot. So we're just going to leave it kind of like that, and maybe on this page I want to insert a link to a Google Doc. So another super easy thing to do, we go over to insert where we put in our text box and our image earlier, and we're just going to go down here to where it says Google Drive. I'm going to click that, and it'll take me to whatever drive I'm logged in on under the website that I'm making. So I can pick any doc that I want, I'm just gonna go to my drive and I'm gonna open up, let's say, yeah, let's just actually do that one. So I'm going to share this lesson plan. Something important to remember here, you just click it and then hit insert. But something important to remember is that you want the share settings of whatever doc you're uploading to be public to everybody. So you can change that in your share settings very easily. Just make it so that anyone with the link can view it. So we can make this smaller just like the images, and it's right on there. So far we've created this site, given it a title, given it a site name. We've changed up the theme, we've added an image, and we've added text. We've made another page on our site, and we've also added a link to a Google Doc. So these are just kind of the basics that we've done. These are all things that can be replicated. Whatever you want to add to whatever page you make is totally fine. You can make a bunch of pages, you can make a one-page site. It's literally just whatever makes sense for whatever you're making the website for. So now I'm just going to call this good. We've kind of covered everything we need to. So let's say we want to publish this site, but something important to remember is you want this site to be accessible to anyone that has the link. So we're going to go up here to this little person with the plus sign and click that, and we're going to change our share settings. So I don't want to share it with any specific person right now, so we're just going to ignore this part right here, and we're going to go to links, and it says links vary, just hit change. And mine says anyone at Brevard College can open this, but I want to hit this little arrow and change that to public. So once you click public, it'll give you this little thing that says anyone on the internet can find and open, and that's what we want. So now that we have that, we're going to hit done. And then this big purple publish button over here, we're just going to click that, and it'll give us the name that we typed into the site title over here, which is what I said earlier when we're making the web address. That's what we're going to need. So I'm just going to leave it at that. You can change it if you want to, but I'll leave it at that again for consistency's sake. And then underneath that, you can see who can view it, and just like we just changed it to anyone, you can also change the setting here by just hitting manage. We've already done it, so we don't need to do that. Anyone on the internet can open, so we've done that. And then you can check this box if you don't want it to show up in search engines, but that doesn't really matter to me right now, so I'm just going to leave it. And then we just hit publish. And a good way to double check, it'll come up with this thing here, and you can just view your website. It opens it as if it were on your browser. Uh-oh, that's not good. Why did we not have page 2 work? Let's refresh, try that. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so sometimes that happens. That's why we check these things. So it's important to see. And then we have this Google Doc that we put on the page that is also able to open. But a good way to check if this works for anyone on the internet. It works for me because I have the login, which is great, but maybe I want to see if anyone on the internet can view it. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this link right here. Just get a copy of it. I'm going to open a new browser, make it incognito, and I'm going to paste that link in there. This basically shows that I can open it from a browser that's not connected to my Google account in any way. So I'm just going to put that in there, and it brings me to the website, and it works. We can open page 2, and let's see if we can get to this Google Doc that we added. And we can. So that is how you do it. And you can, like I said, customize this. It's best to play around with it and just get good at doing all of the tools that we just used. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps. I hope you're able to use this for your classes in the future. And good luck making sites from now on.